You've probably seen lately about the Minecraft movie that's just come out, and its success in the box office. It cost about 150 million to make, and in the first 2 days of it coming out, they doubled that. So it's been a success in the box office. We're not going to talk about the film itself because that is not what the video's about. This is not a film review channel. Just wanted to talk about the actual kind of peripherals about the film. Say, for example, meme marketing in general. This film has obviously been a huge meme, has been for years, even before it was actually announced as a film that is a spoon, that was made into a reality. There were talks, there were rumblings a few years ago about Jack Black being the Minecraft movie, and everyone was like, yeah, well, that's obviously going to be nonsense, isn't it? Jack Black is not going to play Steve. You know, of course not. Why would he? That would be strange. And this kind of gathered a snowball, and especially since being officially announced, it's just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed, and even more so with the trailer coming out, you know, which is ultimately what's led to this whole kind of current meme. The things that came out just before the film was fully released, you know, the chicken jockey thing and the flint and steel and the nether and all these things that Steve says that people kind of burst up in the cinema when it came on, or certain cinemas. Thankfully, the one last night was quite reserved. Though, you know, people were clapping, but no one was throwing anything, and there was none of that, which is, you know, preferable, to be honest. Now, what is the good thing about meme marketing on the one hand? Well, on the one hand, if you're a corporation, if you're a big, fat corporation who loves money and, you know, wants to make money, they have to spend so much less money on advertising, because people are doing it for you. We saw it with the Minion movie. We saw it with the Rick and Morty meal at McDonald's. It became a meme. Even the same you could argue with like Morbius and stuff, they became a meme, and so more people wanted to watch it. If you can get that ball rolling, then you're actually spending so much less money on advertising, and other people are pushing your product for you. It's a win for them, you know? Resultantly as well, though, you do get side information. You know, there was with Minion movies, at the time when that came out, we went, we being group of mates, and yeah, in full suits, and went to the cinema and had a good time, and yeah, just watched the film really. And that was quite funny, because on the one hand, yeah, you're kind of playing into the meme thing, and it's kind of, you know, just something to do, isn't it? On the other hand, you're just advertising for that company, that conglomerate, to extend their wealth, basically. So it is a win-win, because it's a little bit of fun, and, you know, you're celebrating the spirit of capitalism, like we all should be doing, you know, as little drones in this society. You also do get the downside, though, with the Minion movie, with the Pickle Rick McDonald's meal, and with the this Minecraft movie, is you do get people that take it too far. People that are doing it for fun, for a joke, or entertainment, and it ends up just being them abusing minimum wage staff. It ends up them being nasty people, to be honest, making other people's jobs harder, making other people's lives harder, purely for the sake of a clip on the internet, for a funny. And that is also a downside of meme marketing, is obviously the way the internet is these days is the next person has to do the biggest, the best, the loudest, the most different thing next, and it results in this kind of extremities that boil up and boil up and boil up until you eventually get to that breaking point where one person does something that's kind of like, it might be funny, like when that guy stood on the desk in the McDonald's, like, Pickle Rick, or whatever it was something like that. It, on the one hand, is funny, but you also have to look at it from the perspective of the people that are working there. They're just trying to do their jobs. They're getting paid not enough to be putting up with things like that, and it's just a massive pain. So that is a downside of this meme marketing as it is. The other thing is, with it, this is more about the Minecraft movie specifically. It was kind of, towards the end of the film, it was marketed as like this kind of happy-go-lucky film, and to be honest, it was. There was this element towards the end of this anti-establishment like vibe about the film, and it's really interesting because Microsoft owns Minecraft. The second biggest company in the world owns Mojang, who own Minecraft and the rights to the film and the rights to all this stuff. And it's really interesting how like a major corporation will try and package themselves as like relatable, as if they are not like the actual establishment themselves. Like they themselves are, they are the thing that really, you could argue, is the problem. They are the thing that in the movie the people would have technically been fighting against, because they are the ones in control, making the rules and, you know, lobbying and creating all this political turmoil and also economic turmoil off their own back. So it's an interesting one. Back onto the topic specifically of meme marketing. It is something that can be used as well to soften the face of a company. Say, for example, remember like the Burger King eats spicy goodness like a boss burger. Pretty sure it was actually called the Memer too. It's like all this stuff is used to like soften and get, again, that will get shares, that will get people talking about it, because it is so kind of like left of field, and it's not necessarily like funny, it's more like ironic humor. But it's getting to the point where like the people that are on these marketing teams of these companies will be in their mid-20s, in their 30s, maybe even in their teens. And they know, they've grown up around social media, they know what people are likely to share if it's a major corporation. You know, the whole Pizza Hut literally leaned into the "you can't out Pizza the Hut" thing, which was like a meme in like 2013 or whenever it was. And it really did well because people enjoy the familiarity of memes, and then it's kind of like the left field of like, oh wow, this corporation, this heartless, you know, cog that is, you know, grinding this machine is actually, wow, it's showing slight humanity, which in reality it's not. It's just trying to sell products. But it is, again, it's interesting the extents they'll go to kind of break away from traditional kind of advertising. You know how like these days you'll always have seen, you know, the car adverts and the perfume adverts and all this stuff where it's like a conventionally attractive person driving a car and then doing some hand gliding or something and doing something exciting and making the car make it look like if you have this car you're going to have an exciting life and a beautiful wife and, you know, a large automobile and, you know, sorry, talking heads. Anyway, so this kind of stuff. And so meme marketing kind of leans less into the whole, oh yeah, if you wear this perfume, if you wear this Paco Rabanne, or if you drive an Audi, then this is going to be the effect on your life. No, it's literally more so, if you go and watch this film with your friends, you're going to have a good time. And it's like the whole clique of like social interaction. And, you know, if you go to this film and you see other people are also doing the same thing, it's like, haha, you're also in the bit. And it's that sense of like kind of localized community, which on the one hand is actually a decent thing. But on the other, it's a bit grim that it's so intertwined with society at this point. Advertising so minced in that we actually forget it's advertising and end up going to see these films and buy these products and things just straight on the back of, oh, that's a reference to something funny. So yeah, that's that. Haven't really got much more to say on it besides that, but yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe and yeah, cheers.